Yeah, they're supposed to be nonpartisan, but oh yeah, they're absolutely are partisan on a lot of stuff, and yeah, and I agree, Karen. That is the problem. Moral and ethics aren't always used, and hoping people are ethical is asking a lot, especially in this world. There's a lot of evil, twisted people, and they're going to use, whatever this is, you know, especially, imagine if they did have it, they actually allow that in front of a jury, and you're hearing the voices and stuff. That's going to make anybody who's got a heart, break down, and if it was right or wrong. So you could have loved ones and stuff sitting there and talk and like that to sway a jury for sure. We already got AI, affecting people's lives as it is, relationships and stuff like that. We got the people obsessed with AI that to the point that they'll leave their marriage for AI. Got people asking AI if it should leave their spouse. And of course, like Chat GPT is going to, that's one of the things they were talking about. Like, no matter what you pretty much set it into it, it's going to be, it's going to agree with you, whatever you say, like, yeah, you're right. You're amazing. You're smart. You're this, I'm like, you could be as dumb as a box of rocks, but according to Chat GPT, you're one of the smartest humans in the world. Yeah, Monica, hopefully people, won't be smart enough, but, there's, I don't know, that's one of the worries and the concerns with the whole, this AI industry. China is pushing that side of, over there and trying to incorporate everything. A lot of companies are trying to incorporate AI and do away with a lot of their personnel, thinking they could just pop it in. That conversation I had yesterday, which will come out Friday with Peter Swim, we're talking about that. People are, thinking they can just dump people and use AI. It's he made a funny comment of how describing how AI really is like AI is your big drunk friend that you got to take care of, and keep them out of trouble. Is a very valuable tool and you can use it, but it's one of them things like, I don't know. I agree, Matt Sal. It does change the definition of a witness impact statement, because that's not true. That's not a witness. That's his sister. How she feels. And she knows her brother well, but it's still not a witness. She wasn't there, and she's not you know thinking for him, and would he actually be in front of him saying, "Hey, I apologize. I forgive you," and all that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I use to make thumbnails and get show ideas and stuff like that. I mean, you using it as a tool, just like Jason Barker. If he was here, I know he would chime in. Using it as a tool that it is there's nothing wrong with that. But when people start adding emotionals and thinking as like it's human or lifelike or it has a soul and all that, that's when we start going down a slippery slope that we might not get back out of.